What is good, YouTube? What is going on? It's your boy Vico G. Welcome back. So, here's today's video. Superman and Supergirl. My opinions on that. Well, I think I look at Superman and Supergirl of any kind of series. I think it's gonna be top-notch success. I think it's gonna be a really good movie because you don't want to really change too much or do anything stupid or fucking thing else that's gonna make it half-ass. I look at that kind of movie and I think, okay. Yeah, are they gonna keep Henry Cavill? Are they gonna use somebody else for Supergirl? Are they gonna use it when they have a TV show? Who knows? I think really looking at that kind of movie where you're talking about two really powerful characters like Superman and Supergirl, you really gotta give an in-depth look into it of the history of two cousins, two great superheroes, two great people in different universe, same kind of universe, really same planet and all that. So you kind of think, okay, Krypton, you're thinking a whole Krypton universe. You're thinking, you're gonna see his family and whatnot and all this, and how it becomes something good. I look at that as a real successful movie because I think that would be something good that Cavill could do, or whatever superhero they use for that as well would be excellent because you never know what you're gonna see out of this and how they can introduce things. If they introduce Brainiac in it, that'd be kick ass. I think that would be the most biggest and most popular character up there with Darkseid and of course with Joker and all that stuff. But I think with Brainiac and Darkseid, you kind of look at two huge characters. Plus Lex Luthor, you're really looking at a lot of successful characters in all these series and all these movies that they can do with it. So I think that was a really good collaboration with things where you're looking at something like Superman, Supergirl. You're thinking new heroes, you're thinking new villains, you're thinking a good storyline, thinking all this stuff that really ties it together. With everything that they've done with so many DCU things, you just never thought in a million years you'd see Superman and Supergirl team up together, fight crime, try to save the world and do all this crazy stuff to stop the villains from doing bad stuff. So it really kind of really gives it an in-depth and look into what they can create, how they can create all these amazing heroes and villains that could make DCU very successful down the line. Where as for everything else that they've kind of created, kind of mix and match and ties into things because we don't know if we're going to get a Man of Steel 2. That's always been a debate with Cavill, with DCU, with the directors and all that. That really kind of got to think about where they're going to go with this, how they're going to do this, how they're going to do that. Things like that matter. And there's a lot of different controversy between a lot of it. With that, with Cavill, what he wants to do, if he wants to continue with it, and why not think he does. It's just there's so much bullshit behind the scenes of DCU's collaborations of things. You just don't know what's going to be the next big thing, what's not going to be the next huge successful movie they could put into theaters. It's always going to be what they think is successful and what they don't think is successful. I think with DCU's ways of doing things, you kind of just don't know what's going to be half-assed, what's going to be successful or not. We don't know if anything up to this point is going to be something that fans are going to like or they're going to hate. It's kind of more of a mixed reaction to like a really raw kind of a situation where you don't know if it's going to be a smooth sailing or it's going to be bumpy and rough and it's going to suck. I mean, it's kind of where you really think about their collaboration with different characters and different movies and all this stuff that they've kind of done. You just don't figure how it's going to be successful and how it's not going to be successful with what they've kind of currently done throughout the years now. And you're talking about doing, Superman and Supergirl and possibly Man of Steel 2, you got so many things to look forward to. It's just who knows if that's going to be a thing. It's a very serious debate between them and what they want to do as regards of what's going to be next for them, because any storyline they've done is slowly connected from the last one, which is Birds of Prey. Now I think just kind of just slips into a different kind of universe where, is anything that they're going to do, it's going to really connect to the other stuff that they're trying to do at all, if it's going to connect to Superman or really anything else. And I think it should. It's just in the right ways they can do it kind of makes it more of a not hit or miss in some situations where you're thinking, okay, if they could have done better with, Wonder Woman or, a Green Lantern movie or something, you have something that could be really of an option for them to really consider, okay, We could have done better with Green Lantern. We could have done better with second Wonder Woman movie, but things were kind of mixed match. And yeah, it's just like thinking of Superman movie. You don't know what's gonna be great and what's not. You kind of got the mixed feeling of this is what you're gonna get out of DCU. You kind of gonna get either a bad movie or a good movie. And speaking hypothetical, that's kind of what I think about what they're doing currently with things is what are people going to react to? You look at the Batman movie, that kind of got a mixed reaction. Anything that they do as regards of Superman or Supergirl or Man of Steel 2 movie or anything is going to have reactions. I think it's going to be the most powerful thing to really kind of say that would give a lot of people hope or really give it kind of a negativity towards any type of series. Now, you look at something successful that they've done, would be Aquaman, would be Shazam, or Justice League would be the two biggest ones. It's just you don't know what's going to top the next thing, if anything, is going to really make it a successful or not. It could be, people could hate it, people could love it. It's always going to be something that fans or critics are going to talk about. You look at that, Batman movie got a couple of mixed reviews and hit and misses on that got hit too. So anything that I think the current product that they can really roll with can make it successful. I think really digging down deep and really think about the next Man of Steel movie, whether that's going to continue from there or where his future is from here with it. It kind of just makes it more of a challenge for them to really put on pen and paper. Say, here we go. Here's what we can do with this. Let's see where we can start. And there's always different mixed feelings about DCU's way of working and what they've done and how they do things. It's always going to be either criticized or not criticized towards it. It's always going to be some kind of crazy bullshit that they fucking put together now that's going to really blow anyone's mind or really say, okay, here's your greatest film in history. It's just you don't know how people are going to feel about it when you say, oh, we got a good Green Lantern or good Green Arrow or John Stewart or Howard Jordan. Now you have something you could really make that a success. But to me, it's more of really trying to figure out what they can do to keep themselves not from falling into a ditch, because that could happen quicker than you think. With people's opinions about movies and how they've done it, it's been a rough kind of couple of years for them, where you just start to question shit and you get to wonder, is what they're doing gonna be great? Is what they're trying to do gonna be good or not? That's a mixed reaction. I think that's kind of more of the negativity towards the positive of what could work, what can't work. I mean, will anything we see gonna be great, or is it gonna be completely terrible? It's kind of a mixed feeling with it than it is with anything else. I mean, most stuff that I've seen recently, and whatnot, it's kind of been pretty good. It's just not something that would blow your mind more than really anything that you've kind of thought of. I mean, to me, it's got to be something that's mind-blowing, good shit, good storyline, good origins, good everything, and a good catch. You just can't half-ass this shit where people are going to be like, okay, what the fuck did they do wrong that they could have fixed from the start? And that's just me. That's just my opinion. As always, Big Wood G, like and subscribe.